Welcome back, everyone. We just finished reading this wonderful story called Goodbye Summer, Hello Autumn by Knapp. And so today we are going to make a beautiful fall or autumn leaf silhouette that we can hang up on a window. And we're going to use paint, but guess what? We're not going to get messy at all. No brushes, no paint on our hands, no paint on our clothes. And you go, what? Miss Mary, how can we do this? Well, I'm going to show you. But first, let me show you what it looks like when we're done. This is a maple leaf, and this is an oak leaf. This was done by my 7-year-old great-nephew, and this was done by my 7-month-old great-niece, his little sister, her very first art project. So if a 7-month-old can do this and not get messy, any age can do this. It's very easy, and you don't need very many things. What you do need is a piece of black construction paper, or if you have like a piece of dark paper that is like cardboard, that would even be better because it would be sturdier for you. You need a plastic bag that has one of the zip closes, and that's very important. And then you need different colors of paint, depending on what color you want your leaf to be. Today, I'm going to, like these two, I'm going to add a little of 4 different colors: yellow, orange, gold, and red. Those are typical fall colors. And what I'm going to do is what you're going to do also. We're going to squirt a little bit of paint in different places in this baggie. And then we're going to seal it up really tight. And then the magic begins. We'll be blending colors and using our hands, but our hands won't get dirty. So the first thing we want to do before we do our paint is we want to decide what kind of leaf we want to have. So I drew these and cut these out. They didn't do that part. I did that part. And so today I'm going to show you how you can do one that isn't really intricate or hard to cut out, and you don't have to worry if you're not like a super duper artist, because this is very easy. You want to have a white or a light colored crayon to mark your paper with. And we're going to do a dogwood. And it's a fairly simple one, and I'm going to do 2 so we can have, it'll be like they're dancing in the wind. And a dogwood leaf is almost like a raindrop or a teardrop. So it's very easy to draw. And then I'll just do another one over here, so we can have 2 leaves to catch our color. So then what you want to do, and this will probably be the grown-up part, unless you have someone who's very good at cutting. If you have a toddler, then the grown-up is going to cut this out. If you have someone who is very good with scissors already, they can cut that out. What you want to do is poke a hole in the middle and then just cut around following your line. And it doesn't have to be perfect on the line, because what you're going to do is this will be the side that is facing the bag, so you won't see any of the white line. So if you don't cut right on the white line, that is okay. And if it's a little, if you want to put like little spikes on it, that would make it a different kind of leaf. But there are a lot of leaves, like your birches, they have lindens, and they have like ragged edges. So that's one. And see how easy that was? And it didn't take very much time. So have any of you taken some walks outside and looked at or observed the leaves as they're changing colors during this beautiful season? In my yard, I have a lot of trees that just go brown, but I also have some that stay green all year. And then I also have some that are turning red, some that are turning yellow, and a very, very few that are turning orange, but I also have some that would be considered maroon. So here I have my leaves. So I'm going to put this aside for a minute, and I'm going to show you what we do with our bag. We open it up, and this might be the only place that you get a little messy. What you want to do is first decide on if you want to just do one color, that's fine. You just squirt that color in your bag. If you want to do two colors, you put in those two colors. Like I said, I'm going to show you all of the colors. And when I close it up and smush it around, I'm going to blend them, and some of the colors will mix together. And did you know that if you mix red and yellow together, you can make orange? Yeah, so if you don't have orange paint, but you would like to have an orange color leaf, and you only have red and yellow, you can make the orange by blending the red and yellow together. Pretty cool. And so, like I said, you're not going to put in a whole ton of paint because you don't want to have puddles of it in the bottom of the bag. You want enough to be able to have it squish around the whole bag, but you don't want too terribly much that you have a gloppy mess. So now, this is an important part. You want to make sure that your bag has all the air out of it. So that means it's lying flat. And then you have the grown-up, make sure that they close this seal tightly. If you don't, you will be messy. But if you make sure that this is totally shut, and if you want to be double careful, you can go ahead and take a piece of tape and tape over the end so you're sure that nothing is going to squeeze out. But if you make sure that your seal is tight, and then you have something that looks like this. You go, well, Miss Mary, what do we do now? Now the fun starts. Put it down, and what you do is you just move the paint around. And here we're blending and squishing it around, and we're just having fun and just pushing it around so it's all over everywhere and the different colors come in. I'm going to bring some of the red over into here and move this over to here so I don't have any part that doesn't have the paint in it. And so I've made a beautiful blend of colors. And so then what you're going to do is you can make sure that when you place your bag that you have your leaves on, that you have color everywhere that the silhouette is. And so now you see my bag is a little bit bigger than my paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm turning my paper over. So I'm looking at the side where I still have a little bit of the white outline, because that's going to be the inside of my thing. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taping this onto the back, and I'm going to have it fit the page. And by doing that, this is what I'm doing. I'm folding over this side, and I'm taping it down in place. And just to make sure, because it's a heavy thing, I'm going to tape this down onto the plastic also. And then I'm going to tape the other side. Make sure you have it nice and flat. Whoops! Runaway Scotch tape. Tape this top. And now, as you can see, let's take a peek. Isn't that pretty? But see this? We still have to hide that. So all we do is we fold it up and make sure you tape the plastic to the plastic first. Because as you can see, the top where the zipper is, it's not going to want to stay down unless you tape it down. And then we tape the bottom, and then you are ready to hang your masterpiece up in your window. Have fun.